Iverson on the move.
First shot won't go, but Mutombo with the rebound. Comes up short, and Morris Peterson, who had such a fine game in Game 6, getting the start again. Carter, his first shot. And Iverson the rebound. Ball knocked loose. Good play from Peterson to deflect it, and Carter coming the other way. Peterson lost the handle. All right, guys, in such a game like this, when do the unbelievable nerves wear off and you settle down?
I've always felt like about the first 8 minutes is all energy, emotion, and then the last 40 comes down to best team, execution. As guys start to get tired, they slow down, they perform better.
You're not nervous in these games. It's what you live for. It's what you train your whole life to play in these moments. Anxious, not nervousness.
Loose ball foul call against Tyrone Hill. I think whoever says they're not nervous is not telling the truth. You're a man of steel in terms of nerves, Bill.
It's how you prepare. It's how you discipline yourself over the course of a lifetime. So when you walk out there, you know this moment belongs to you.
McKeon, Morris Peterson, Davis makes a move inside. Antonio Davis, who has just been superb in these postseason.
They're going to call a delay of game there.
Yep. That's the call from Vic Pavetta.
So, Mike, I think what you can see what happens there with Mutombo, he does not move his feet that well. He loves to play close to the basket, and what Antonio Davis has done this entire series is step out on the floor, shoot jump shots, and then beat him with that quick dribble that we saw in the last possession.
And Larry Brown has really been begging as a Kembe to get out and play Antonio Davis as if he's a perimeter player.
Jermaine Jones. Short. Jones, of course, starting with George Lynch out for the rest of the postseason after having surgery on that broken foot.
Larry Brown insistent on transition defense.
Davis comes up short. Mutombo another rebound.
And one of the things now with Antonio Davis shooting a lot of jumpers, they miss his offensive rebounding, and that is real critical for this Toronto team. Second shots, they're third in the league.
McKee is open. That's a two for Aaron McKee, and the Sixers get on the board.
Whenever Philadelphia gets into a dead set offensive play, Toronto with Lenny Wilkins strategies to run at Allen Iverson, make him give it up. Aaron McKee, Jermaine Jones are going to have to knock down the perimeter shots.
Oakley wide open, puts it in. Charles Oakley, who seems to love road games in the playoffs. He had a big smile on his face during the introductions.
Now, do you think Charles Oakley's nervous today?
All right, I'll give you that one. Oakley's not nervous. Mutombo. Davis knocks it away. Mutombo wanted a foul. Iverson with the steal. Goes inside.
See, that's what you want if you're Allen Iverson. You're coming off a 6 for 24 game. Get yourself an easy one.
Oakley again wide open and knocks it down.
Somehow, Toronto has to find a way to quiet this crowd. An electric atmosphere, one of the best in the entire league. This crowd hungry and thirsty for victory.
Single coverage on Mutombo. Carter now tries to help. Mutombo gets inside, and a foul is called on Antonio Davis. Iverson's averaging 3.5 steals a game in this series.
Well, he leads the NBA in steals, and you cannot be careless with outlet passes. Allen Iverson is always going to hang around and try to play that pass. And again, Bill, you know that if you've struggled, you want to get something easy. Get the feeling of that ball going in the basket. Get that positive feeling. Makes that jump start to fall. So get him to the foul line. Get him some layups. It opens up the entire game for Allen Iverson.
Morris Peterson guilty of that turnover for Toronto. When you're reading outlet passes, you have got to see defenders. You've got to see where guys are coming up and throw away from them.
Mutombo hits the first. The Sixers a big disparity in terms of free throw attempts. They've taken 152 now in the series to just 107 for Toronto.
If you want to look at two keys, when Toronto wins that three-point line, they're tough to beat. And when the Sixers win the free throw line and the turnovers, they're tough to beat. We'll see what happens here today.
Oakley misfires that time, and here comes McKee.
3 guys on Iverson, 5 guys.
Tyrone Hill, and Hill able to put it in. Hill coming off a solid game in Game 6, one of the few Sixers who played well.
inspiring greatness in others. Allen Iverson setting up guys.
Carter back to the rim, Mutombo. Another rebound.
2 jumpers, 2 misses for Carter. Offensive foul.
Maurice Peterson has already made 3 excellent defensive plays. And of course, he's a terrific three-point shooter, but he's doing some good things on the other end.
Well, you know, when I talked to Larry Brown before the game, Mike, he said, pace of the game is important to us, but we can't turn the ball over. Aaron McKee looked like he had the shot there, tried to drive it to the basket, and Mo Peterson did a nice job there reading that play.
Maurice Peterson, of course, the rookie from Michigan State, said he couldn't sleep before Game 6 when he was told he was going to start. Gets inside on Jermaine Jones, just flips it up, not a good shot. And Jones quick outlet. Iverson on the pull-up. And Jones rips it down, and it's foul on the follow. Jermaine Jones will shoot 2.
The athleticism that Jermaine Jones brings. Started the last 2 games after George Lynch broke his foot. But with Allen Iverson pushing the ball, setting a pace where they want to run on offense, but keep Toronto from running, Jermaine Jones just quick up the floor. And Maurice Peterson, he has to do a much better job of focusing in on keeping Jermaine Jones off that offensive glass.
Well, you can see Philadelphia, Bill, on the season, they did not shoot a high percentage. When you don't shoot a high percentage, what do? You got to get second shots. And so when Philadelphia is playing well, these guys, Jermaine Jones, Mutombo, Tyrone Hill, that's how they score. Off Allen Iverson's misses. So when he gets his shots, those guys feed off of his misses. That's the way they score.
All 5 starters have scored for the Sixers, who are now on a 6-0 run and lead by 4. 4.5 gone by in the opening quarter.
If you're a rebounder, you love playing ball with Allen Iverson.
Well, he draws so much attention. All you have to do is go to the boards, Bill. You know that.
And his shot is easy to read.
Carter on the follow. And Vince Carter with his first 2 points of the game.
Whenever there's controversy, the guy who's at the center of it has to come out with an initial charge and make a big play to take all that pressure off, to diffuse the focus.
Tyrone Hill blocked by Davis. Mutombo. The second effort for Philly.
All the hustle plays early are going to Philadelphia right now. They're about a half step quicker. And in a game like this, Bill, easy baskets many times determine who's going to win the game.
And Toronto's getting none of them. Their game is fast break. Their game is ball movement, perimeter shooting.
Peterson misses the 2. Tyrone Hill the rebound. Iverson again seeing the double team, much like Game 6.
You've got to break the play if you're Jermaine Jones. Don't sit there and think about the set offense.
That's the 3. Long rebound tipped by Iverson, knocked out of bounds, and the Raptors will get it.
Everybody begging out there.
Well, it's going to be interesting. Allen Iverson is using so much energy here early in this game. He's fighting double teams, triple teams. He's pushing the ball up the floor. Now, I know this guy has tremendous energy, but he's going to have to play the entire 48 minutes. So he's going to have to get himself in a little bit of a rhythm here.
Playing at home, though, will help tremendously. Fourth shot, Vince able to get it back on the second effort.
Carter, both his field goals on tip-ins after misses. And the Raptors within 2. Iverson, a long 3.
Plus, I think having the poor game on Friday night in Game 6 will also be an edge to Iverson.
Oh, no question. You're at home and you get a couple easy baskets. Now you hit a 3. That basket starts looking real big if you're a shooter.
He's shooting over 44% from three-point range in this series.
When he started in this league, he couldn't buy one from that distance.
Antonio Davis answers back. And the Sixers lead cut to 3. Early substitution for Philly. There's Eric Snow bringing the ball up. And Larry Brown will call timeout. Fast pace early in this one. As Vince Carter showing some hops early, guys.
Vince Carter throws it up basically like Moses Malone, like Charles Barkley, just trying to get it back.
When we talk about stars, here's Allen Iverson going to answer it. He comes off the screen, the quick release 3. The stars are off. We got a great start here. The Sixers lead by 3.
seeing a lot of double teams once again, Doug.
Well, Mike, when you're going to play with Allen Iverson, he's going to get this kind of attention. You can't stand around and watch him play. You got to be ready. The double team, he finds Aaron McKie. He steps up and he hits the jump shot. This time he's going to draw 3 defenders. Baseline, he's going to find Tyrone Hill, who